Okay, yes. You saw the video title. Why Zimbabweans, people from this country, people from this nation, Republic of Zimbabwe must come back home. Must come back home. Why they must come back home? That is the video topic, or that is the video title. Yes. I know about social problems that have been happening in Zimbabwe. I know about the economic problems that have been happening in Zimbabwe. I know about the political problems that have been happening in Zimbabwe for a very long time, since the days or since the era of the former president, Dr. R.G. Mugabe, extending now to the days of the current president, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa. I know, I understand, but this is my story. I was in Republic of South Africa for 15 years. I was in South Africa, this neighbor of Zimbabwe, South Africa, for 15 years. I was studying right from my first year studies until I got my PhD. Then I came back home last year, 2024, end of year 2024, come back to Zimbabwe. And now I'm here in this country, domiciled in the capital city, Harare, Zimbabwe. When I was coming, I used a bus. I used a very good bus, right from Bedbridge border post, coming all the way into the country, further into the country, until I came to Harare. I saw a lot of developments. And mind you, I'd spent a lot of years without coming back to Zimbabwe because of some other issues that were happening in my life, because of other dynamics that were happening in my life. So I spent a lot of years, 8 to 9 years, without coming back to Zimbabwe. So it was a very long time. Then finally, by the grace of God, I came back to this country, to my home country, Zimbabwe. So when I was coming by the bus, right from Bedbridge to Masvingo, Mvuma, all these towns, I saw a lot of developments. I was surprised. And now, as I talk to you, I got 6 to 7 months in Zimbabwe. And I've seen a lot of things. I've read about a lot of things. I've researched about a lot of things happening in Zimbabwe. Talk of the mining sector, talk of the manufacturing sector, talk of food processing sector, talk about the retail sector, or even the wholesale sector, talk about even the education, everything in Zimbabwe. Talk about the construction or engineering sector. I was very surprised down to the core. I was so shocked down to the core when I was seeing these things physically, tangibly. I was looking at these things, seeing these things. I'm like, wow. Which means Zimbabwe is developing, which means Zimbabwe is undergoing a radical transformation, is undergoing a very radical transformative process. Truly speaking, honestly speaking, Zimbabwe is changing. Zimbabwe is transitioning to another level, economically, politically, socially, even cultural. So this is why I think Zimbabweans abroad in any country, starting from South Africa, Zambia, Namibia, Lesotho, Swaziland, USA, UK, Europe, any other country in Asia, or from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, whatever country, in whatsoever country, they must come back home. Zimbabwe is better now. Zimbabwe is good now, economically. Of course, I have to be honest, that some few things to be sorted. There are some few things to be sorted. There are some few patches that needs to be sorted. Yes, I know, and I'm being honest right now. But basically speaking, Zimbabwe is better now. Zimbabwe is good now. Remember, in my story, I said I'd spent a lot of time being in South Africa, 8 to 9 years, 8 to 9 years without coming back to South Africa. Then I finally came back to South Africa, and I saw everything that I saw when it comes to development, when it comes to growth of Zimbabwe, when it comes to development of Zimbabwe, in whatever sector, manufacturing, food processing, mining, wholesale, retail sector, business sector, everything. I was so happy. Even tourism, the numbers, percentage, the stats or statistics have shown that Zimbabwe is improving. Zimbabwe is improving, is developing to another level, to the next level. Zimbabweans have to come back home. From whatever country they are living or staying in or residing in, they have to come back home. Come back home with their resources, come back home with their money, come back home with their assets, and help build this country, help the president, help the vice president, help the ruling party, help the government to rebuild this economy, develop this economy, build the markets, rebuild the markets, everything in Zimbabwe, and also participate again in the governance process. Participate in the governance process politically. Yes, Zimbabweans have to come back home from Canada, USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and other countries, other nations. Yes, Zimbabweans have to come back home. Zimbabwe is better now. Zimbabwe is good now. I saw a lot of developments after coming into this country, Zimbabwe, where I'm right now, is Harare, Zimbabwe. I saw developments, a lot of developments, nice roads, very good roads, nice bridges, a lot of developments. Yes, Zimbabweans, you have to come back home. You have to come back home from whatever country and help rebuild, develop this country to another level. Vision 2030 by the President, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa. I'm done talking. Peace out.